Hey, it's Ryan from Upfit Supply, and in this video we're going to be installing the SecuriLock van lock on our RAM ProMaster. Let's get into it. So this is the SecuriLock from legendfleet. It is kind of a universal lock application. You don't buy it specific to each different van, but the installation is going to vary from van to van, and Legend does include installation instructions for each specific van to show you the ideal location on where to mount it. So you're gonna make sure that you reference those installation instructions from the manufacturer. We're doing our best to follow those as well. Okay, we're gonna start on the rear barn doors here. This is the locking unit like this. It's a one-piece unit. You can see the back like here, and then there's a second kind of hasp that gets mounted to the plate or to the door as well. Important thing to remember is that obviously, you know, the doors open a certain way, and so you can't, these have to be mounted in a certain orientation. Now the first thing that we want to do is use our little stickers, our drilling template, and apply it to the door. Again, these doors open a certain way. Your passenger side or your right side door opens first, and so the main part of the lock is actually going to be on this door, and then our hasp is going to be on this door. And so as you open the door, the main part of the lock will be able to pull away from the hasp. If you mix that up, you're never going to be able to open these doors. So we're going to take our sticker off right here, and you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not, but we have two locks with a little circle right here. That's where the hasp is going to be, and you've got these 5 holes on the right. So we want the main part of the lock is going to be on these 5 holes. The hasp is on these 2. We're going to make sure that we put the sticker on in that orientation. Now the instructions for the RAM ProMaster says that we want to put this sticker or this lock at about 660 millimeters from the bottom molding on the van. So that's basically going to be this little bumper step. And the conversion into inches is about 26 inches. So if I go down here, that's going to put us like right above, about an inch above our little bend here in the door. So I'm just going to take my grease pen and mark that so we know the level that we want to be at. Now just to prep the vehicle a little bit, I'm going to apply some cleaner to the surface of the van so that we're working with a nice clean surface. I do want to line this up. There is a line on this sticker for the gap in the door, and then there's also 2 holes that are kind of near that gap there. I want to make sure that there's enough of a clearance there, and that line lines up with the right side of the door, that gap. So we got plenty of clearance around these holes right here. So according to the instructions, all of these holes, with the exception of this hole right here, should be 9 millimeters. Now I don't have 9 millimeter drill bits, so I'm going to be using a 3/8 inch, which is pretty close, and I also don't have anything close to a 10 as well. So this is just going to be slightly bigger, and these are going to be the same size on the outside. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this template actually, so that I can open this door and just make sure that we're clear behind all of our holes. I'm going to remove this panel because we're going to be doing liners anyways. I don't know if you can see this black panel here. You can see what's going on behind here. It's going to be the same deal on the other side, so I'm actually going to remove those panels right now. Now before I drill, I'm actually going to mark the center locations of these drill holes with a punch, just so that I can get extreme accuracy with these holes I'm going to be drilling. I want to make sure that everything is completely aligned, because you know, if I'm going to drill into the van, I want to make sure that I get it right. Now that I've got those little pilot punched, I'm going to use the 3/8 inch drill. Again, I've got a drill stop on here, keep me from going too deep into the door, just a good general practice when you're doing anything on the van. I'm going to start on the left side, then I'm going to open this door out of the way and get these other holes on the right side. Okay, now with my holes drilled, I can go ahead and remove these stickers. Now you do want to clean this up as much as you can, deburr it where necessary. And as you can see, you know, there's quite a bit of paint that came off from mainly my drill stop, not so much the drill. So we're gonna want to make sure that we put something on there to prevent any future corrosion. Within your kit, you do get this paint pen, but I'm also gonna be putting some vehicle primer over that as well, just to keep rust down to a minimum. All right, so I'm gonna start on the right side or the passenger side again. So this is kind of how everything's gonna work. And here is gonna be our hasp. And there's 2 bolts you're gonna use to attach that to a back plate. These two outer holes, top and bottom here, you're gonna put in some plus nuts, a plus nut here. This is a hole for the emergency release cable, and then there's two bolts that you're gonna thread in from the back into the bottom of the lock to attach that there. So I've got my plus nut installer tool. There's a bunch of different variations of these things. This is a pretty simple one. You can also get a little tool that kind of holds the nut in place and use a drill to expand the nut. Or they have power air tool version of them as well. So I'm just gonna be using this to set our first two plus nuts. Got our little fancy security nut like this. Essentially, it's designed to break off once you put it on there, so you can't remove this lock essentially once it's on. Everything lined up. And I'm just gonna lightly attach this one for now. Then I'm gonna take this bolt right here, open the door, and we're gonna go through these center holes into the back of the lock. And the lock's pre-threaded back there, so. And I'm gonna keep everything pretty loose here, because I just wanna get alignment of all the holes. Get everything nice and snug, tight. Now back here, I just have a metric 5. I'm gonna be using a light impact. Not gonna go overkill on this. Okay, so I've got a metric 13 on here. As I tighten these are actually gonna break off, so don't be alarmed. There we go, breaks off. There's nothing in there to be able to remove that. There we go. So again, we've got our two little flathead bolts in here that countersink into this hasp. Goes through here, into these two holes here, and then in the back, there's actually a pre-threaded plate. They're gonna slide on the inside and line up these holes. So I'm just gonna try and do one at a time, because this is gonna involve some finagling. Have some threads caught on that first one. I've got that in place. I can just use my metric 4 Allen wrench here to get these in here. I'm not gonna get these too tight enough so it's not gonna move too easily, but I do want some movement in there so we can get alignment with that other lock. Now you can see in our van, someone's already tried to break into it and they've got all that messed up. So that's why we're going to SecuriLock. It's a little bit, or almost near impossible to get this lock off the van. Now I'm just gonna shut this door, make sure there's alignment between the hasp and the locking mechanism. So there is a little bit of play in there. That looks good. So I have my key here because it's in slam lock mode. I could also go inside the van and just pull that release cable. Now I'm going to tighten these up. Again. Now one final step here on the back door. We have our emergency release cable just hanging in here in the door. We're eventually going to be installing some Legend liners on this door at a later time, but I'm going to show you how to assemble this. We're not going to mount it to anything yet, but you have your red piece here and your black piece here, and there's a little slit in this black piece. So you want to line up the holes that are in the red piece and the black piece. Slip the ball into that first hole, and then you want to screw in this gold collar into the black, essentially enough so that the ball doesn't come out as you pull this. So that looks good right there. This lever's not going to fall off. If you screw this in too far, like all the way, so what can happen is, this slides off the end, and then, that becomes a challenge. So you don't want to screw it in all the way. You just want to make sure that you can pull this and the red thing's not going to fall off of the ball there. So this one's all set right here. We're going to install this on our panel later, but I'm just going to set it off to the side. And we're all done with the rear. One thing to show you real quick, in the bag in your box with the keys is gonna be a little card like this, and on the back, it's gonna be a serial number like that. You're gonna wanna hold on to this, maybe put it in your glove box or something like that. This is the serial number for your key, so if you ever lose yours or need a replacement, you're gonna need that number so you can get another key cut to the exact specifications for your locks. Now on the side door here, you're actually gonna mount this on the rear side of the door, not the front. This is a common location for a lot of different cargo van locks out there on the market. And in the installation instructions from Legend, it actually gives you a measurement off of the slide down that you're going to use. I think it's 415 millimeters, which comes out to about 16 3/8 of an inch. So we're gonna measure that off of here. It actually goes below this little bend in the side of the van here. So we're just gonna do a little mark with our grease pen here at about 16 3/8 to give us an idea of where we're gonna be putting this. All right, now just like on the rear doors, we're gonna wanna make sure that we have a nice clean surface here, that we're not gonna trap any dirt underneath this lock. So I'm just using a cleaner here on the side. Now this is gonna be very similar to the way we did the rear doors, where we're gonna apply our sticker. Again, the outside door is where the main lock mechanism is gonna be placed. If you flip that around, you're gonna be stuck with a lock that's not gonna do you any good. So again, you want the 2 holes, that's where the hasp is going to be, and this is the main part of the lock, so we're gonna mount it in this orientation. Take my sticker off here. Again, I wanna make sure that we're nice and even with that line on the sticker, lines up with our door, and that it's as close to level as possible. I'm gonna come through here again and just center punch some pilots so that my drill is nice and clean on center. I'm gonna cut this real quick just so I can look at the inside of the door and see what is going on behind here, because I do have my drill ready to go, with the drill stop on there. It does look like I have some components in the door there that I don't wanna hit, so I'm gonna make sure that I have a nice drill stop on here. We'll go ahead and get drilling. Go through here and remove the sticker. Also want to clean up these holes, make sure there's no burrs on them. Now on these holes, I'm actually going to use some automotive grade primer just to touch these up, see if that works a little bit better than that paint stick. Now on the inside part of the wall of the ProMaster here, there's actually double internal sheet metal. So you got our external sheet metal, then there's some sheet metal, so you can't access the back of these holes. So you actually have to drill a little bit of a hole on the inside of the van here to get access to those holes. And to make sure my alignment's right, I just have a little pilot I'm gonna put through one of these holes to give me a nice hole on the other side. So in order to fit this little plate in the back, you need a hole to be able to fit this through. And so I'm actually gonna be using a little hole saw here. Be very careful with this because I don't wanna go too far and go into the exterior sheet metal. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill this right now. All right, so since we're back here, might as well just get started with our striker plate. There's that, there we go. Now that they're threaded, I can shut the door and tighten those up. Both of them, Allen head. Get this snug tight for now. All right, similar deal up here as on the rear. We're gonna install our plus nuts in the top and bottom on the right side. Okay, similar deal as before. I'm going to get emergency release through that long elongated hole through here. I've got one security nut and I've got one Allen head bolt, and we're just gonna get this aligned. So I'll slide this through our emergency release hole. And I'll slide this through here. And I'm just getting this loosely connected. Actually want this door open for this. Slide this bolt through the back here. This is just gonna make sure that all of our holes are aligned. So it is a little bit of a tight fit on these 2 bolts that come in right behind here. So I had to get those in first just so they could grip, because you're going through double sheet metal right there. So I had to get those in first, otherwise it kind of cockeyes this lock a little bit and it's hard to get those screws in. I'm gonna tighten these up with my impact now so that they break off. There we go. Okay. That nice alignment here. Open this up so that I can tighten these up all the way. All right, got my key here. All right, that's keeping the door from opening. There we go. Now to finish out this install, a couple more things I'm gonna do. Number one is I drilled that hole in here. I'm gonna touch up that paint just so that doesn't corrode or anything like that. There is a emergency release cable in here. I'm gonna do the exact same assembly of that over here. We don't have a liner in yet. We'll install that when we do the door liners. And then there's just applying a logo and a dust cover, which I'll do that now. Then we also have some nice little legend stickers here that we can apply to the key. Again, this is optional, but I like the branding. Helps you know what this key belongs to. I mean, this is a very unique key. It's circular, it's got these little divots in it and pins that I have no idea how it works, but nice there. You get 3 keys with the system. Both your locks are key to like, so you can use the same key for the front or the rear. This is the deadlock, so you can put it in slamlock mode, which basically every time that shuts, it engages and locks the door. You need to use the key or the emergency release to open the door. Or you can put it in a deadlock mode, or essentially it's dead, so it doesn't engage at all when you open and shut the door. So I'm with the deadlocks, I like to have that option of it being dead or in slamlock mode. So nice little lock here. This is one of the most secure locks on the market. If you're looking to purchase this or any other equipment to upfit your van so that's work ready, be sure to check us out at upfitsupply.com. And my name is Ryan, and have a good one.